What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. So today's a special one for me. Not only is my birthday, but I got something that I think you guys are going to be really excited about. I'm super stoked to show you guys it, and well, I think this pretty much explains it. So let's get right into this video. Hope you guys are having a good day, and let's get into this.
Search everywhere.
Alright guys, so this is super exciting for me, and I hope you guys are excited as well, but this is my new to me 1987 Toyota Supra. Let's just say I got it locally here, and the guy gave me a price I couldn't refuse. So this is the next project car that we have, and I'm super excited because not only is it a OEM 5-speed, but it is a A71, which means it is a 7M GTE under the hood, and I can't wait to work on this car. Unfortunately, there is a couple things that are wrong. The engine's not entirely running right now, which is why it's been sitting here in my driveway, but this thing is going to be the next project car. I have so many things to tell you guys of what we're going to do with this thing, and I hope you guys are excited about it, because I am excited about it as well. I'm going to pop the hood for you guys and basically show you around the car, because this thing's going to be an insane car, and I can't wait to show you guys what we got going on. Alright, so I haven't touched this car since we got it. I'm not really entirely sure what I'm getting myself into. However, I know that this car is going to be a beast. It's not going to be making too much horsepower, probably around 450 to 500 horsepower mildly, but this is going to be a full-on show car. It's going to be super nice, and I want to do paint, lower it, everything. Nice 3-piece wheels, the whole 9 yards. So let's show you the most important part. So I know it doesn't look like much, but this is a 7M GTE. It's not running right now, unfortunately, but it will be soon. We have a Mishimoto aftermarket radiator as well, right off the bat. So we have an aftermarket radiator with a lot more cores, which is really nice. As far as the engine goes, the previous owner did say it is a built motor. The problem is one of the crank rod bearings spun. My plan of action is to get into this motor. I really want to figure out what I have and what I don't have as far as rods, pistons, the whole 9 yards. The previous owner put a lot of money into this. That's where I'm going to come in, and I'm going to basically revive this motor. Shout out, by the way, to SR Fab, the guys down in Arizona. They actually were nice enough to not only be a sponsor on this build, but also are going to help me completely build this out. So I'm actually going to be pulling this motor and showing you guys exactly how to rebuild the 7M and make plenty of power. We are going to go coil unplug. It has a CT26 in it, and we actually have another CT26 that's rebuilt by Drift Motion. They went and did a full billet wheel as well as a ball bearing, so they completely rebuilt it. So we're gonna throw that turbo into this car, which is what it's made for, so it's gonna be perfect. As far as everything else goes, it does have R154 Mark III trans, so we have a mounted transmission already. As far as the clutch goes, I'm not entirely sure because I haven't looked too much far into this, but that is what we're going to be doing for this build. We're going to go into it. We're going to show you all the fine details, and what's even better is I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this from ground up. So let's go ahead and look in the interior and see what we have. It's not much, but it's going to be fun. So let's go ahead and look in the interior real quick. All right, guys. So we do have a couple of janky stuff right off the bat. First, there is a fuel pump actuator right here, and I'm not too excited about it, but I did turn over the car when I first got it, and it did sound like a tractor, unfortunately, but I had to flip this switch so that the fuel pump would activate. We do have all of our OEM interior pieces here, and it doesn't look that great of condition, don't get me wrong, but we do have a nice Pioneer doubled in radio, which is really, really nice. We have the OEM keys, which is insane, and this is a full-blown blue interior, so we do have a couple of interior pieces to get, but we already have sources for them, so they are going to be coming in here later on. Unfortunately, I have to get the other project car done until we can dive into this, but I am so excited because I've always wanted a Mark III. I just never thought I was going to own one, and now that we have one here in our possession, we're going to make some cool videos for you guys. So we do have all automatic everything. We have the mirror switches right here, and this car is special because it is one of the first Mark III Supras to come out of factory with a turbo and a 5-speed transmission. All the other ones were auto and NA, so the fact that this one was one of the first A70s or A71s to come out from factory in 1986, the second half of 1986, so pretty much 1987, is amazing. We do have our turbo gauge right here, and we have our oil pressure gauge, so everything does work, everything does illuminate, which is really, really cool. And most importantly, look at this, guys. So we have the Toyota Supra OEM steering wheel. This thing is, it's old, it smells, but it really just you have to appreciate that. That is amazing.
It smells great in here.
Honestly, it does. It actually doesn't smell that bad. Like, the steering wheel like smells crappy, but everything else smells good. So a little background on the previous owner. He had this car in California, and he actually, I think his family had it in California, so it's registered in California. He brought it over here, and he lives locally to Las Vegas, so I went out and met with him, and he gave me a price I couldn't refuse for, well, it's not in the best shape, but all I care about is getting the motor running, and as soon as the motor runs, everything else can get pretty much figured out from there. I mean, the thing about this car that I really love, though, is that the Mark III kind of led the way for the Mark IV and the Mark V. So basically, the whole Super chassis came off of this. The Mark IIs have the Celica Supra, and so the Celica premium model was the Supra, so that was basically kind of like a trim level, I guess. But this Mark III is a full-on Supra. This is a Toyota Supra in the flesh, in the bones, in the engine, in the interior, everything. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to completely restore this car to its former glory, and I cannot wait to start, because this car right here is going to be a masterpiece once it gets done, and I cannot wait. This is going to be my first boosted car, because the SC300 is not going to be boosted for a while, so this is going to be my first boosted car, and I am so excited. So hopefully you guys are excited too. Comment down below what you guys want to see from this Mark III build, and how exactly I should go about it, because honestly, it is a lot of your car as well as my car, so I want to get your guys' input. Obviously, we're going to go coilovers. It already has a drift motion exhaust on, which is really nice. A lot of this car is already built to the specs that I want it to be. I'm just going to go a little bit further into completely restoring everything, making sure that everything is LED converted, as well as it looks really nice to look at. So the paint's going to be resprayed. I'm going to go all out on this car. This car is going to take a while to build, but I cannot wait, and hopefully you guys are excited too. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and if you guys could go down below and comment a happy birthday, that'd be sick, and how excited you guys are for this build, because this build is going to be something pretty spectacular, and I can't wait for you guys to see the process, and I'm so excited to start. So appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much, and never forget, guys, always stay positive and stay true to who you are. Like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to have a great day. Shoots!